Hey everyone, it's Sarah from Color Me Beautiful, and today I wanted to do a Valentine's Day look for you. I went with a neutral eye but a bold lip. I really wanted to do something fun and playful for Valentine's Day, and this is honestly perfect for if you're going out, if you're staying at home, whatever you are doing on Valentine's Day. And it's not that hard of a look to do, so just follow along with me and you can have this look as well. So let's get into the video. Alright, to get started with our Valentine's Day look, I am just going to be applying our Daily Defense Light, which is an SPF moisturizer. I like to always apply a moisturizer before I go in with primer. And you should always be protecting your skin, even on Valentine's Day. So the primer that I am going to be using today is our Underglow No Makeup Magic. This is a Illuminance primer. Amazing to give you that lip from within glow. You can use a brush, sponge, whatever you want to use. I'm using my hands today. Alright, so I have primed my face. I'm going to toss on a little lip lift just to get my lips ready for the lipstick that I applied. This is just the regular lip lift. And I really like this just as it's like a moisturizer for your lips, pretty much. The same thing how you would apply your Daily Defense SPF. This lip lift also has a sunblock in it, so it's just doing the exact same thing but for your lips. For the brows, I am going to be using our Brush On Brow Powder in the shade Auburn. I'm also going to be using Brow Fix. I have our stiff brow brush and our brow pencil. First step to doing brows is brush up your brows. And then this just helps me see the shape of my brows, helps me figure out where I have sparse areas and where I need to fill in. Now I'm going to line my brows with this. I usually do the outer edges and then fill in my sparse areas with the brow powder. Alright, now that I've lined my brows, I'm going to be using our Brush On Brow Powder. So I just did the shape of my brows and now I'm going to conceal around them. All I do is I take our eyeshadow base, which is really great as a concealer as well. It's extremely high coverage, and I just go along the bottom using the tip of the brush. Now, as you can see, it's a bit messy. I'm going to be using a concealer brush to blend it all the way in. Alright, so I have concealer on my brows, and the last step is we are going in with our Brow Fix to help set the brows in place so they do not move all day. I'm going to use our eyeshadow base again and prime my eyes just so we can make sure we don't have any creasing throughout the day with our eyeshadow. So back at it with our eyeshadow lipstick base, grab my concealer brush and blend. So I've just primed my eyelids. I am going to toss on a little loose powder just to make sure they set. I am taking our blending eyeshadow brush. Of course, you know this is my favorite. And adding a little loose powder. I believe this is the shade Light. And just applying it to my eyes. You can use any powder you would like. Next, I'm taking Malted milk, charging my brush, and I'm going to be using it on the outer corner. And I'm going to be blending into the crease and down. I am going to do a little cleanup right now, so I am taking that concealer brush with the eyeshadow base on it and just going to draw a line to cover up any excess eyeshadow. I am going to be taking the Illuminance highlighting powder. I absolutely love this. We're going to highlight all areas of our face today with this. And I am going to be taking our eyeshadow blending brush and applying to the inner corner. And we're going to bring it down and around. So now I am going to conceal under my eyes. As you can see, I have a little bit of a dark area right here. I am using the shade Light Neutral. Back at it again with our concealer brush. I'm just concealing this little area before I apply the foundation, but I am going to go back in and blend it out a little bit better. I just really don't want that area showing through today. And now I'm going to be applying my foundation, which is going to be, since I'm going with this whole glowing dewy look, it is going to be Moisture Complex Liquid Foundation in the shade Ivory. And I'm taking our Soft Focus Blending Sponge, just applying some product to the top of the sponge. Or you can apply it straight to the face, however you want to. I know in most of my videos I do either or. Alright, so blended out Moisture Complex Liquid Foundation in the shade Ivory, but the next step is going to be to conceal, going back in with our concealer brush and our Light Neutral Pot Concealer. And don't forget the Cupid's bow. I'm taking the taper part of my blending sponge. And the thing I love about using the same blending sponge to conceal and use the foundation is if you have any strong lines where your concealer and your foundation don't match, just flip it to the side that you were using your foundation and blend those two spots together. Now under your eye area, as you can see, I am blending very lightly. So we just concealed, and I'm going to do a little baking under my eyes just to make sure I don't have any creasing. So I am taking our translucent loose powder and I'm going to apply a bit extra and really just pack that on there. We finish up our eye look with some eyeliner and mascara. So I am going to be using the Chroma Soft Eye Pencil in the shade Chocolate. I'm going to be applying to the top just to smoke it a little bit in the outer bottom of the eye. So I'm just using short strokes. Alright, so we have on our eyeliner, and now I'm going to be doing Sensitive Eyes Mascara in the shade Black. So now that we have our mascara on, we need blush, we need contour, we need highlight, and then we'll do lips. Alright, for blush, I am going to be using the shade Cedar Rose today. And I'm also going to be taking an angled blush brush, and when it comes to blush, start with a little, build upon that. And my trick is smile and just tap right into the apples of your cheeks. I love how natural this blush is, but it really gives you that radiant look. Alright, and now let's move into contour. I am going to be using the same trick I always use, which is I take our Perfection Pressed Powder in the shade Almond, which is a couple shades darker than what I normally would be, and use that as a contour. And I just charge the same angled blush brush that we used earlier. Find the under the cheekbone right along here. Always start from the back and work your way forward, because we can hide mistakes back here, but we can't hide mistakes right up here. Alright, and lastly, I'm just going to contour my nose a bit. I'm taking an eyeshadow blending brush, grabbing some more of the almond pressed powder, and using it down along my nose. And let's do a little under the lip, since we are going to be exaggerating our lips today. That just gives a little extra pout to the lip. And let's do a little bit under our chin. And this will help define your jaw. And we are dragging this down to our neck. Alright, and the last step for the face is going to be to highlight. I am going to be using the Illuminance highlighting powder, and I'm going to press onto my cheekbone. I'm going to be taking the eyeshadow blending brush and going to be doing down the bridge of my nose, my chin, and above my eyebrows with this. Alright, so we're done with eyes and we're done with face. Now, lastly is lips. And today I am going to be doing Russet lip pencil and a red carpet lipstick for my look. I do have a video on how to apply lip liner if you want to check that out. So that's our Russet lip pencil. I just lined and filled in a little bit. Honestly, this would be a beautiful shade by itself, but I am going to apply our red carpet lipstick just to really make my lips pop.